Happy New Year, team. Happy 2024. Let's do more in 24, right? I heard some people say like survive to 25. And let's not have that attitude. Let's dominate 2024. It's a new day, it's a new year. Let's go crush it. So let's get into things here, team. I mentioned in the last end of the year that I would show you my goals and dreams for 2024. And it boils down to this. This is my very, very high level, but super in depth, complicated business plan. It took me a week to put together. Ready? Boom. My 2024 goals, guys, is 5 hours per day of green time. So last year, I didn't do a great job. I fell off the wagon a little bit in terms of tracking this. And I do track it every day, but I didn't put it into like the spreadsheet where it has all the pretty graphs and stuff. I did it because it was just it's part of my daily habits. But the year before, I averaged 4.33 green time hours per day. That's fallen off. I'm showing you, this is my real-time timer. At the time I'm taping this, it's a chess timer, $20 on Amazon. Highly recommend you get one. Unfortunately, this morning's been a ton of just internal meetings and internal conversations. Those do not produce money for me. Those don't make us loans that get closed. I've had one conversation with a borrower for a whopping 11 minutes. So at this moment, today's not going to be a great day, but it's still, it's only day, 3, 4 of the year, day 3. So I did have a 2-hour day yesterday, but where it's a far cry from being back on the 4 that I know I can do. So we're going to shoot for 5. The second goal for this year is gold time. I want 5 hours per week. So that's 1 hour per day. And the gold does roll up under the green. But in the green time, if I'm doing 5 hours per day, the green time constitutes me talking to anybody that can refer business. So whether it's a referral partner, a client, anybody of that nature. It does not include me doing emails, me doing texts, me doing videos, me doing this video, social media. That is not green time. Texting, DMing, not green time. Conversations, face-to-face eyeballs, those are the things that make you money. So the gold time is people I don't know. So for the last year, 2 years, 3 years, I haven't been as intentional about making new relationships. The business has grown, but it's been organically, right? It's through doing a good job for clients and referral partners that they refer more business. And that's wonderful. We want to keep that as the foundation of what we do. But the gold time is me actually proactively reaching out and meeting and talking to new people. So I'm going to focus on doing 5 hours per week. If you average it out, it's 1 hour per day. But truthfully, I'll probably just spend 1 to 2 days a week making sure I'm just solely focused on new relationships. So those are my 2024 goals. People say, well, how much do you want to fund or how much you want to do? Those are results. All I can control is my activities. If rates go to 20%, which they're not, but if they do go to 20%, I can't control what we close. I can't control what we do. So here's my goals. This is my PDA, my public display of accountability. You guys now know it. I will check in throughout the year. Once a quarter, I'll probably show you where I'm at. And, if nothing else, we can all congratulate me or just shame me, whatever it takes. Rates. Let's get on to business. Rates are still doing all right. They're high 6s now. This is, as of today, from Mortgage News Daily. It's high 6s. There are programs like FHA, VA where they're in the low 6s, and you can even have some folks pay some money and get in the 5s, which is wild. You can see the good run we've had since October, but check it out, team. We're losing a little steam, and tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's job reports. First Friday of every month comes out. If the job reports will help us, I'm hopeful that we will stay above this, and you can see this little red line here. I think it's the 100-day moving average. We'd like to stay above that to ensure that we can continue to have a good run here. JOLTS, job openings, labor turnover. This is people that are, the number of jobs minus the people that are quitting. You can see that it's just going down. That's a good thing in terms of a softer economy because we don't want people to lose their jobs. But when they do, it just shows that, the economy gets softer and that allows rates to come down. So, we're trending the right direction. Tomorrow's job reports from the BLS, Bureau of Labor, they're going to hopefully show, be in line with expectation. But all the job growth, 165,000, I think is expected, is coming from like leisure and hospitality. So people are still traveling, people still wanted to eat. It was the holidays. We'll see if that has anything to do with it. I know a lot of you folks are not in Dallas, but for those in the North Texas area, I thought this was really cool. KERAnews.org. Yeah, I know you can't click it, but that's down here as a reference. I just thought this was really, really cool. It shows the number, like the median home sales prices in this little cute color-coded area. And, the high color purple area, the dark purple, whatever you want to call it, the median home price was 1.4 million. I was like, geez, Louise. But who knew? Check out I, and there's not many of them, but there's sections here where there's the orange, the average, or the not average, the median home sales price is 193,000. I was like, holy smokes, it's way more affordable than what I knew was out there. So check it out, guys. Feel free to do your homework for wherever you live or wherever you work. See what's out there, and maybe this helps you, maybe it doesn't, but I just found it interesting. The other thing, Dallas, apparently, with the only city that beats us in terms of employing financial companies is New York. We have passed Chicago and Los Angeles. We're actually hiring people, and then the big part of that's like Fisher Investments relocated. Goldman Sachs is building a big old building. So I had no idea that we were that financially savvy to where New York's the only. I thought maybe San Francisco, Chicago makes sense because all the trade that goes on up there. But here we are. Apparently, we're smart and have a lot of money, so good for us. The top 10 best U.S. cities to buy a home, Texas, shockingly, was not on there. So all you Californians, I know you've been just punched in the face over the last year and a half. Looks like you guys hopefully can maybe get some buyers coming in to do this to give you a little boost. But who knew Grand Rapids, Michigan was top 10 hotspot, Toledo being the best. So if you're looking to be an investor, maybe check out one of these cities. Good for you. Now on to a few, I don't want to say fluff, but a few interesting things. 2024, it is my resolution, it has been for the last 2 or 3 years, to make sure I get on average 7 hours of sleep. And these tips come up over and over and over for everything I see, read, and do. And basically, well, not the hygiene one, but basically the sleep schedule. I think that's the hardest part for me to do. It's just because it takes discipline to go to bed when you should go to bed. It takes discipline to get out of bed when you should get out of bed. Avoid certain food and drinks. It ain't happening on Fridays and Saturdays. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna have my happy hour, and I may not get as good a sleep. It is what it is. But truly, that routine is the number one. They also say stay off your phone and all that stuff 20, 30 minutes before bed. That's also something I'm probably not going to do, but those are tips on how to get better sleep. A vision board, a friend of mine I saw in his garage, a massive vision board. It was really cool. I started doing a bucket list and updating that. The vision board is my next step we're going to do as a team coming up, but it's really, really cool. If you guys don't have one, I think I'm kind of buying into the power of it. If you have an opinion one way or the other, let me know. And then last 2 things real quick. Somewhere outside of I think it was Galveston, so down in the Houston area, 43,000 monkeys live in this one spot, and they sell, and I shouldn't laugh, but these monkeys a company puts them there and they sell them to, scientists to do monkey experiments. But I just thought this was a neighbor doesn't want 43,000 monkeys, and I don't blame them. Lastly, I saw this last night. My wife sent it to me. It's in the Wall Street Journal. I got this from, I don't know, NPR, I think it was. Some kid is the first person ever to beat Tetris. And I'm talking like the old school Tetris game that's been around for 20, 30 years. I watched the entire 40 minutes with my kids. I know that you think we'd have more to do, but go Google it or YouTube it or whatever you want to do. It's insane. The game literally just stops. It's not like he beat it and there's like a congratulations. The game is literally like, you've done so good. We just literally shut down. The levels go from 28 to then 1F to 0A back to 14. The computer just breaks. It's awesome. So congratulations. I think the kids Gibson or Willis or something, whatever his name was. But anyway, as always, guys, we appreciate you. Forward, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff. You know what to do. But have a great, wonderful start to 2024. Bye-bye.